What's going on, guys? I told you I'd be reviewing some Blu-ray and DVD menus, and we're going to start here with the best DVD ever made. This is the menu for Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the Ultimate Edition DVD. This was released for the holiday season of 1999, and it happens to be my very first DVD. Okay, I'm a very tech-savvy person, but I wasn't always around this technology. The DVD player was my big present for Christmas of 99, and this was the first disc along with a couple others that I bought. And of course, being a huge Terminator 2 fan, up until this point, all I had ever been able to use was VHS and Laserdisc. I figured I would start with this DVD to kind of give, in my opinion, what makes a very good home media release. Now, I could have put the DVD on my computer and I could have edited it and shot from the computer, meaning it would be filling up your screen and stuff, but I figured I would do it while filming the TV to kind of show just, hey, this is what it looks like on a TV. You know, no editing in the computer when it comes to picture quality and stuff. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but this is as best as I could get it. And to prove to you, yes, this is being filmed on my TV, but you see that lovely light reflection? Yeah, let's get rid of that. So as you can see, the menu starts off strong. You have the endoskeleton on the left, which looks okay. I mean, what really kills me is the teeth. They're just way too big, but whatever. That's a Terminator nitpick, not a DVD. So right away we have, boom, the theatrical version or the special edition. So if you're unfamiliar with the special edition, let's pretend you are. You highlight down and select it. Did you hear that? That's another thing that makes, this is a DVD. This is not a Blu-ray disc, okay? This is almost 20 years old. No, it's, 15 years old, actually. So let's go back. It has audio sound effects. It has music to accompany what you're doing. And actually, you can't really read this on a small TV, but underneath all the info, it says Go To Special Edition, Sensory Control, Mission Profiles. It actually says audio and subtitle options, cast and crew. So it does tell you what they actually are. But to be honest, unless you have like a 32-inch or bigger, you're not going to be able to read that. And this is one of the best TVs ever made. So, let's go back to special. Right. Okay, so go down to sensory control. My favorite part. Again, sound effects. Awesome. So right now you have your audio options. Dolby Surround 2.0 is actually a headphone track. Pretty effective way to get fake surround sound from a headphone, listening experience, but not that great. So you click audio commentary. Then it's selected. It doesn't do anything. No subtitles, etc. Now, this is interesting. They don't really do this anymore, but I'm going to pick DTS. Now, I think I know why they did this. Back in the day, you had to have an audio receiver that could handle digital theater sound format, as well as it having it connected properly, which was not the red and white audio connectors. It had to be a optical out, or I think a digital coax out. That's obviously how you got your Dolby Digital 5.1 as well, but Dolby Digital also worked with just the red and white audio jack. So if I click DTS, if memory serves, it should... it didn't do it. All that for nothing. On some discs, and I thought this one did it too, it would automatically play a little audio and video snippet for DTS. If you didn't hear it, that means it wasn't hooked up or set properly. Obviously, we go into THX, and this is one of the few discs back in the day. Nowadays, a lot of discs come with it where you have an audio and video test suite, which is really helpful when setting up your TV and stuff. So if we do the picture setup, obviously it's not going to show up on camera, but for me, I can go through here and make sure my TV is set, according to the standards of 1999, which are nowhere near where they should be for today. So anyway, so this is the audio menu. Go back to the main menu here. Mission profiles. I don't like talking over the sound effect. I think it's pretty cool. So obviously, I'm not going to go through all of them, but this is obviously 99. Internet wasn't as big as it is now. It was still big, but I could easily go online and look this shit up. But this is pretty cool. looks like the neural net CPU. So it talks about Arnold Schwarzenegger's career up to 1999, which is pretty cool. I mean, you know, little things like this. And this is going to become more prevalent later on when I review discs that have jack shit for content. Okay. The problem is I forget how to skip out of this. I'm just not even reading this. I'm using my remote just to get away from it. But you get the idea. I mean, it's something that I don't mind. I mean, this is a lot of info here. How many pages has this been? Like 8, 9, 10 now? That's a lot of shit. Most things go, these are the movies he starred in, this is his birthday. Like this right here, filmography. They wouldn't talk about all the other shit. Stuff. Whatever. Come on. And then it backs out on its own when you're done. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to do it for all of them. DVD-ROM I'm not going to do. If you had this in a computer, it would give you access to certain sites and stuff like that. So go back to the main menu here. And once again, this presentation is really cool. Starting off with that main menu that we saw. Jump into timeline. This is where I think this disc really shines here. Unscrews the port cover, and this is how you access all your chapters. I will go on record right now. Terminator 2 Judgment Day has the best chapter selections of all time. And I've actually gone back and looked at the laser discs, and they have the same, almost the same. I think there's like 2 or 3 chapters that are missing. Pretty much the same chapter setup on a laser disc, where, again, this is going to come into play later on. It's pretty cool. It's stereo from right to left. Look at these chapters. Prologue, Future War, main titles, Terminator Arrives. I mean, the chapter difference between main titles and the Terminator Arrives is like 2 minutes. Future War to main titles, 4 minutes. Biker Bar to Bad to the Bone. I mean, these chapters are perfect for a Terminator fan. They will literally take you wherever you want to go in the movie. Okay, and this is going to play again into the future discs that are shit. There's like 10 chapters for a 2-hour movie. All they do is just take you to a random spot in the movie. This DVD cares about where you're going. Okay? So I'm not going to go through all the chapters. I'm going to see if I can focus this a little bit better for you. Oh, I can't zoom in. Crap. Hopefully this is pretty good for you right there. So you get the idea here. I mean, ever since I got this DVD, and again, this was the first DVD I ever got, and really, used, it set the standard as far as I'm concerned for interactivity, chapter selections, user friendliness. It's not cluttered. Everything's pretty easy. Now, I actually stumbled upon this next trick by accident. And again, I had never researched it. It was 99. We didn't have a computer in the home, believe it or not. Whenever I put the disc in and hit stop and hit menu or hit play, it would come back with, on the right-hand side, those little triangles and squares and rectangles would all be lit up yellow. And I'd be like, really? What's up with that? I thought something was broken or it was not part of the disc. And if you look closely, you can kind of make out, what's Judgment Day? August 29th, 1997. But I didn't know that at the time of my mistake. So I was messing around the menu, and I hit 8 and enter. It's different on a Blu-ray player these days. What's that? It says the. Well, okay. Let's do 8, 2. Oops, I gotta do 2-9. Oh, no, I don't. I forget how to do the code. I haven't done that in a while. August 29th, 19. Oh, man. How about we do this? 8, 2, 9. Oh, I can only do twice in a row. This is great review, Ryan. Way to look like you're smart. It's been a while since I've done this disc, guys. Come on, give me a break. August 29th. Come on. I never realized it disappeared. That's kind of pissing me off. Back on the DVD, you could just enter 82997, and the whole thing would turn yellow. And I'm going to try and do that here. I might cut this out. So if it cuts to all yellow, I succeeded in entering the code. Oh yeah, it's 82997. Let's see, what do we got here? 7. Ah, play the extended special edition, which mainly includes the T-1000 searching John's room, a little bit longer, going out and killing the dog. Just an extended bonus scene, which is pretty cool. And also it looks really cool with the yellow and, of course, both eyes lighting up for the T-1000. That's wow, that's a big mistake on my part. The T-800, that's always really cool. And that's it for this side. So when we come back here, I'm going to flip this over and go quickly over the bonus features of the disc. And we're back, folks. I flipped the side. Let's take a look at the opening menu for the bonus side of Terminator 2, the Ultimate Edition DVD. At Artisan Home Entertainment, there's more than meets the eye. From movies, videos, DVDs, and more. Wow, I can't believe I remembered that from 10 years ago. www.artisanent.com. Yeah, no. Don't ever go there. It's just advertisements. I really did remember that from back in the day. Completely forgot about it, too. This is really cool. I love this. This is actually Skynet headquarters from the ride, actually, and they just imported the ideas. That's actually what Skynet was supposed to look like if Terminator 2 was made the way Cameron wanted it to be made, but the movie would have been like 4 hours long, but whatever. Wishes came true. So this is the bonus side. Yeah, you can see it says information, programs, featurettes, visual campaigns, teasers and trailers, and of course Data Hub, the disc supplement. So let's go to visual campaigns first to get this out of the way. This is something that I always really appreciated back in the day, but with the advent of YouTube and the internet being more video friendly, you can go online right now and just watch a movie trailer to whatever movie you want. I mean, it's not that difficult. But back in the day, this was really cool to have every single trailer, because not only do you have the 2 main trailers, you have the special edition trailer for when the special edition VHS and Laserdisc came out, and you have the teaser trailer, which this, in my opinion, is the greatest teaser trailer ever made. It's what a teaser should be. It doesn't have any video footage of the film. It's literally just, quote-unquote, a teaser to get you excited for the movie. They don't do that anymore. A teaser trailer to Hollywood these days is fucking showing the whole goddamn thing. Now, what's this on the bottom left-hand corner? Click. Oh, Japanese trailers. See, you don't get this anymore. I guess that was a Japanese flag, not a CPU like I thought it was. Just for shits and giggles here, because I've actually never watched these, because I had never noticed that until now. I might back out of this just because of copyright. Really low quality. I mean, it's clear. It's just, you can tell it's directly from film. Not the greatest.
1994年ロサンゼルス運命を背負った
It's also not fitting the screen. It's 4x3.
審判の日は近づいてくる Same make.
These were taken at the West Holland Police Station, 1984.
Okay, you get the idea. I'm not going to show anymore just in case YouTube decides to fucking copyright this video like every other goddamn video that's put on YouTube these days. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Again, it's one of those things where it's an afterthought these days, but I really like it. And as far as I'm concerned, every DVD ever made should have at least a trailer on it in order to call itself a DVD. If you just put the movie on it, you suck. I forget, because I haven't used this disc in a while, and obviously I lost my original one from 1999, which I still had in the fire, but luckily great friends of mine, I now have like 6 copies of it. So I left one unopened, and it's an original release, which is really cool. Anyway, let's do information programs first and see what that is. I honestly forget. I mean, I remember everything that's on this disc. I just forget what axis is what. Oh, okay, here we go. I actually watched a lot of this on the way to Universal Studios when we went there for a Thanksgiving vacation. The Making of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, really good documentary. It's back from '91, so it's a little dated compared to what you're used to, you know, making of. But I like it because it really is the making of. It really talks to you about how they made the film. These days, the making of it's just a glorified advertisement for the movie coming out, like you see on HBO and shit like that these days. Also, it's kind of a lost art form because with the advent of the internet becoming more popular, everybody knows everything about the movie before it's released without even watching anything. They can just read articles. More Than Meets the Eye, really good documentary about the special effects. Just kidding. It's about special effects, but it's also about the scenes that were missing from the special edition. It includes audio commentary and things like that. The making of Terminator 2 3D, probably the best thing on the disc for this, out of these three, because it talks to you. It's a video presentation that you can actually watch this on YouTube, by the way, but it talks about the making of the ride, which at the time, and as far as I'm concerned, even by today's standards, really cool how they made the ride. So anyway, that's that. Before I go to Data Hub, if I use the D-pad, if you will, I thought there was a way to access some kind of bonus content on this. I guess I forget where it is, or it's not here. I thought it was the square on the left. I guess not. So as you can see, as we go up and down, we're going into Skynet. That's pretty cool. It doesn't just jump from one menu to another. It bothers to give us, I'll play it again, it bothers to give us a transition. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. I mean, if you look in the background, you'll see, some skinned T-800s or Uncle Bob's or Arnold's, and then you'll see the other ones getting ready for it, kind of like in the teaser, which hopefully you should pause this video and go watch it. Anyway, here we go. See? Hunter Air HKs, the flying ones. Source code script, I'm not going to go in that. It's basically, literally, the script for the movie. If you want to read it, you can. I'm not going to. Interrogation surveillance archives, video segments. If memory serves, which I'll find out here in a second. Yeah, all of the supplemental material that you can read, which is well over 6 hours worth of reading. You can read a book in that time. In the middle, there are little audio clips, and more importantly, video segments. So most of them are video. Some of them are audio commentary with pictures or stills, which is better than just listening to audio commentary. But it's literally every single possible thing you would ever want to know about this movie. I mean, look at all this stuff. Behind the scenes of the practical effects. Okay, look at this. Behind the scenes of the shooting of the tow truck jump. Awesome. Let's watch that. Cool. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I've seen it many times before, so I'm not that excited about it. So anyway, you get the idea. If I went to the other section of the disc, it would have made more sense for me to show that to you. But, stem bridge gun rentals. This part's really cool. It talks about all the weapons used in the film. Or all the fake weapons, I should say. Blanks, whatever. So I'm not going to go through this whole list and waste your time, but you get the idea. Really cool, especially if you're a fan of this movie, obviously. Again, not many discs do this for just one film. They usually wait, like the Alien quadrilogy kind of does this, but that's for an entire quadrilogy, and they're all popular films. Let's go to tactical diagrams. Honestly, forget what's in there. Oh, it's the storyboards. Cool. So as you can see, every single storyboard for the film that was made is also on this disc. Again, how many discs can you say do that? Again, you could spend hours in here. The following sections contain information in the form of text frames and still images, blah, blah, blah. Press the right or left arrows on the D-pad. Alright. Push button. Okay, I'm not going to go through the whole thing here. But you get the idea. All the storyboards. Awesome. Also, the quality is actually really cool, too. It's not like they just took a fucking picture of it. So, previous menu. Still transitions. Awesome. Okay, now this is the good part of the disc that I've been always very happy about. It's actually on the laser disc as well. It just takes a lot longer to load and is nowhere near the same quality. This is the data core. Remember all those documents I said you could read? Well, here it is, and this is where you can waste your time if you're a Terminator fan, and I know I did. Quick story before I go on. I know you're like, what the fuck, Ryan? Just talk about the DVD. When I got this for Christmas of '99, I was actually sick. I didn't feel good Christmas Eve. You know, we do the stockings and... Or not stockings, sorry. We do the open one present thing from relatives, and we had Christmas dinner. I felt like crap. And this is 99, so I forget how old I was, but do the math. I'm 26 now. So I woke up Christmas morning, and I think I've only been sick like that 3 other times in my life. I was done. Dude, it was Christmas morning in 99. I should have been, you know, on my feet, ready to go. But I wasn't. I was literally sick all day. I passed out on the couch while my family opened presents. Around 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up feeling perfectly fine. Hooked up the DVD player, put the disc in, and spent like till 7 o'clock the next morning going through all this stuff. So that's how long it can take. Going even deeper into Skynet headquarters. Where are we going? This is stuff that was left over from the Laserdisc, these menus too. So, basically, it is every single thing involving the making of this film. From design, storyboards, casting, production logistics, location scouting, I mean, I could go on forever. You get the idea. Literally everything you want to know about this movie is on this disc. Period. Everything. And this is how I learned a lot about what I know about the series, but also about filmmaking in general, which is why I liked John Williams. James Cameron as a composer. Just kidding. I figured you'd catch that. No, it's why I like James Cameron as a director. Okay, because you really get a sense of how much he cares about the film when watching or reading about all this stuff. So just for shits and giggles, let's go over one more. And we'll do process photography just because it sounds cool. So you can see how they filmed that right there. That's the intro to it. Every one of these chapters has an intro, which is really cool. So I click right on the D-pad, and you do a lot of reading, which is the only downfall. This is a lot of cool info. They could have paid someone to read it to you, but whatever. I don't mind reading, especially seeing how I was a huge fan. So I'm just skipping along here. I'm not reading it, and I've already read it, I think, once or twice. See what I mean? You know, I'm skipping through reading, and then you can click play, and it does this.
Rear projection is a very old-fashioned technique, and a lot of people don't use it anymore, but we used it on Terminator 2, and it gives you a great deal of control and safety with the actors, and you can do some pretty outrageous stuff that you couldn't really do. I mean, you couldn't put an actor up on top of a moving car on a soundstage, in a night scene especially, where you can get away with more visually with rear projection. It just gives you a lot more control. So I would definitely prefer rear projection versus, say, blue screen composite, because I can manipulate the elements, you know, through the lens.
You can take a camera, do a handheld move, and juggle it, and the foreground and background are basically matched together.
Okay, you get the idea. I'm not going to play all of it because, again, copyright potential. But you see that? Everyone these days would do fucking green screen or blue screen. Back in the day, even. But no, Cameron used rear projection, and it works. Honestly, you could have fucking fooled me when he was on the helicopter trying to take it over. I didn't know it was fucking rear projection before I read all this stuff. I thought it was actual on set. Maybe not a real helicopter, but, you know, an actual set. I forget how to go back. Oh, here we go. That's right. It goes back all the layers. Check this out. Boom, back up. So that's Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the Ultimate Edition DVD. Again, I haven't gone over everything. You can literally spend, again, 6 hours or so. If you're really hoofing it, maybe 4. But, you know, all of the stuff that we've gone over here is just awesome. I mean, if you're a Terminator fan like I am, when you got this DVD back in 99, if you weren't used to having the special edition Laserdisc, which I didn't at the time, but I did watch the movie on Laserdisc at one point. If you're a Terminator fan and this disc comes into your lap, I was fucking blown away. I was blown the fuck away. I could not believe all the stuff that they put on this disc. It's just amazing. And if you're a Terminator fan, you don't have this disc because you probably have the Blu-ray copy, or maybe you just have a DVD and you're one of those people that don't upgrade because you already have the film. For the love of God, buy it. Okay, I was messing with my camera settings here to make sure it was focused, and I just got this shit scared out of me. I fucking totally forgot about this, and I'm gonna have to flip the disc over to show you guys. Let's just sit here for a second, see what happens.
out.
I'm looking at my camera on the LCD screen going through settings, and I just had to jump back. I was like, what the fuck is that? So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you what's on the other side that I do remember. Be right back. Yep. Pretty cool, if not a little overdone, but whatever. So again, let's see what the menu looks like. So I like the fact that they kept that same opening bit. This was really cool. Oh, this one has music in the background. I gotta turn the volume down. Obviously, it's by the same company, Artisan Entertainment. This DVD came out, I forget which year. It featured a new encoding for the video quality, different audio codecs, different audio formats, I should say. Basically, as DVD technology went on, you can increase the picture quality, audio quality. It does have on the secondary disc, which we will go over, some new documentaries that were made, some new bonus features. Nowhere near the amount of content as the Ultimate Edition DVD. So, as you can see, it has the same layout, which I really do like, except obviously this is the T1000, which was a nice departure. I still think he kind of looks like a guy from Blue Man Group with that cowl, but whatever. So we got Play Special Edition, we got sensory control again. Let's see what the transitions are this time. So that was really cool. So now, I actually made a mistake in the earlier video. That was not the Dolby headphone track, that was just 2.0. This is the Dolby headphone track, as well as the new DTS 5.1 Surround Sound EX, which you could utilize your behind you rear speakers instead of the, just the 5.1. Interactive mode. Again, same CPU style, transition. Extreme interactive mode provides a wealth of both specific and general information on the making of the film. So basically, as you're watching the film, information would pop up, which is pretty cool. Subtitles, DVD-ROM again, a new optimization from THX, which is pretty cool. Let's go back to the main menu. I don't think this has the 82997. Nope, it doesn't. Chapters, a little different here. Obviously, it's not a CPU because that was in the T800. So I don't mind the fact that it's laid out here. Instead of being on the CPU bricks or blocks, if you will. But you still have the same chapter selections, which is cool. And I like that it does morph into the, liquid metal. I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's fine. That's awesome. And of course, unlike the previous disc, this one has background music to heighten the mood. And of course, being a T1000 themed disc, it's all of his music, all of his themes. What's up, guys? We're back here. Put in disc 2. Again, same visual style, but let's see what the menu looks like this time. That was cool. Awesome. Again, you really got to give credit to Artisan Entertainment. They knew the film that they were working with here, and that's just awesome. Okay, so on this disc, one of the unique things that they did, you see here, high definition. Obviously, this is back in, I honestly don't remember, but it was before Blu-ray and HD DVD became mainstream. It's kind of like, back when DVD was becoming a thing. VHS was still the main thing to go with. Long story short, on the... What the... Yeah, walk away. Way to interrupt me. I guess that's where the thing pops out. It says high definition. Basically, you could pop this disc into your computer, and if it was good enough, which back then most likely was, you could actually watch the film in 1080p on your computer, which at the time was awesome. I don't know of many people who took advantage of this, but I liked it. I like the idea. I think more DVDs would have actually done that had Blu-ray and HD DVD not become more affordable and more prevalent as time went on. Let me fix my camera. There we go. So, T2, FX Studio, and more. This is another thing. When you put it into your computer, you can actually make yourself into a Terminator. Why is there blood on the floor? It's...
Okay, got visual.
Looks like they're processing human subjects and fitting them to endoskeletons for the 800 series Terminators. This must be the T-1000. This thing can actually change shape. Those look like 400 series deployable combat chassis. See if you can figure out how to build one. I'm going in for a closer look at this T-1000.
Sir, be careful, sir.
Don't worry. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, you're fucked. Again, a cool intro. Basically, that allows you to use your computer and do somewhat crude photoshopping of a picture of you into a T-1000 or a T-800 endoskeleton skull, you know, with your skin ripped off and things like that. So it's pretty cool. I used it a couple times back in the day. Not the most amazing thing, but it's on a DVD and it's made for basic people. And when I say that, I mean people who don't Photoshop and don't use their computer that much. Whatever, it's cool. So, information programs. A 24-minute documentary on Terminator 2 and its roles in the rise of digital effects. Cool documentary, but the one that I really wanted to see was 8 minutes production montage showing life during the creation of Terminator 2. Basically, if I remember correctly, I'm not going to show it, again, copyright. It actually has some bloopers, which this is one of the few movies where it's kind of a catch-22. I don't want there to be bloopers, but at the same time, you know that there were. So there are bloopers. There are some on the Blu-ray discs, but this was the first DVD or home media release to show it. Again, not much to talk about here. The real selling point was the new audio format and the new video format on the other disc, and it does work and it is better. But if you had to pick one to own, there's no question it would be the Ultimate Edition versus the Extreme. It was also a way for them to make more money, obviously, but is he gonna pop out? No? Okay. You know, it's one of those things where being a Terminator fan, of course I'm gonna buy it. Every time there's a new release of the film, I'm gonna buy it. I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna buy it. The only one I have yet to buy it, because honestly it's the price, was the Mega Blu-ray pack that came out a few years ago with the endoskeleton skull. I think I have a picture of that somewhere. Insert here. So anyway, that was the Ultimate Edition. There is actually another DVD. It's the original DVD release from way back in not early 90s, mid-90s. I don't have that anymore. I am looking for it to buy at some point. And it actually is a pretty good DVD on its own. So anyway, when I come back, we'll look at the first Blu-ray release of the film. Oh, alright, do your thing. Good Terminator fans will note that the sound effects they used for that were actually the same ones used in the original Terminator when the endoskeleton is in the factory. Anyway, I'll be back. Hey guys, it's Ryan again. This is, I believe, the second Blu-ray release of this film. I don't have the first one anymore. There have been 3 releases, if memory serves. So let's take a look at the menu styling and see what they did for the Blu-ray release. At the time, of course, this was supposed to be the best version of the film ever. They always say that. I'm going to turn the music off because I don't want to get copyright for the main theme. But as you can tell, obviously, there's the main theme playing in the background, which is pretty cool. You have video in the middle here, which is, I think that's supposed to be the time displacement center. You know, how the Terminator goes back in time. And I will tell you that when I move the cursor around like I'm doing now, there is sound effects just like on the DVD. It's a very simple menu layout. There's no separate pages for all this stuff. It's smaller on the screen than on the last version of the film on the DVD. I guess they wanted to make it easy, but at the same time on a small TV, this would be a little harder to read. So we have select your version. Alright, and of course you can enter the code. Skynet restricted access, enter unlock code. Yeah, not very subtle this time, is it, guys? Browse timeline. Again, the same chapters are available, which is awesome. As you can see, it's moving around in there. Not the same. This presentation's cool. I prefer the DVD. But again, that's kind of what I grew up with, so I guess that's maybe why I'm preferencing toward it. Sensory control. Again, they use the same names of the categories, which is pretty cool. And of course, being Blu-ray, you now have, you know, lossless and high definition, all that stuff, which is awesome. Interactive modes. Again, you can have trivia, which is cool. I've never gotten a question wrong. Product data. Again, stuff going over and over. This is not a review of the content in this particular one. You have all the trailers. Basically, a majority of the stuff that you had on the Ultimate Edition here. Just none of the reading and none of all of the bonus material. That was later on released as part of the Mega Blu-ray set that they have. Let's see if I can turn the volume up and not get copyright here. Nope. Alright. So let's see what happens when I select a version here. Okay, play special edition. There you go. Easy peasy Japanesey. So, whoops. Turn the volume down here. Obviously, being a Blu-ray disc, we have a little bit more to go through when it comes to the menus. I forget, what is this, Lionsgate? Yeah, Lionsgate. Again, you know, being Blu-ray, the picture quality is absolutely amazing. The audio quality is absolutely amazing. This is not a video about how Blu-ray is amazing. It is. This is talking about the menus and the interactivity and the fact that I can't skip. I can skip that one. Cool. Oh shit. Sorry. Well, I'm not going to show it. You can actually go on YouTube. This will be copyright. It's the THX intro to Terminator 2 from all the way back on the original released DVD, which is pretty cool. I'm going to skip it though. Alright, so now we're in the film. I cut out all the other junk. I didn't want you to see all that. The famous Car Logo Entertainment. We hit pop-up menu here, right? Boom. The same exact thing that was on the main page pops up, which, okay. I'm going to turn the volume up because I think there is sound effects here. Nope, there are none. But again, it looks like the T800's Thermovision. I'm not going to play this that long because, again, you know, copyright. But you get the idea. Let's quickly go to, I don't know, Future Coda. No, I clicked the wrong one. Whatever, you get the idea. Skips to that. And because it's audio commentary, it points out on the top right who's actually talking, which they did that back in the Ultimate Edition DVD. But still, that's pretty cool. So, anyway, hit pop-up menu again. I don't know if there's a link to go back to the main menu or not. Let's see. Return to map. Okay, I guess that might. So, alright, so we went back to the main menu here, and as you can see, it's a pretty cool menu for Blu-ray. Over the time, compared to the DVD releases, they've actually found that a lot of people don't, and this sounds harsh, a lot of people don't care about all of that. I'm just going to play the film. I'm going to shut it off. A lot of people don't care about all that stuff. Yeah, they might want to watch a trailer or a documentary. But unfortunately, with these days, everybody wants just the film. Everybody wants, digital downloads and being portable. Hell, people are starting to not care about picture and sound quality in the sense that they just don't care about settings and whatnot. So that was the Blu-ray 2. The battery on my camera's dying, so I'm going to show you guys the third Blu-ray. Alright guys, I'm going to have to make this fast because my battery's dying, and it's late at night. This is the Skynet Edition Blu-ray release. This is the latest edition that came out a couple years ago for Terminator 2. As you can see, it still does the whole, online access, which I'm not going to get into because no one ever does it. And what I was saying before, people don't care about menus. People don't care. They just want to watch the movie. Hell, a lot of people hate the menus, including the Angry Video Game Nerd, who I love. He hates DVD menus. He hates the fact that it spoils the movie, etc. Chances are, if you own the Blu-ray or the DVD, you've seen it in theaters. My TV keeps switching to a different mode for some reason. Here we go. Look at that. Same menu system. Talk about reusing the same shit. Okay. I know this came as a big box set, and it actually does have a couple of... God, this is going to get copyright. down. It does have a couple, I think it has a couple new bits for information here. Nope, same exact thing. It's literally the same disc. But it has a new audio codec and a new video, I don't know, whatever. When they made the disc, they say that they enhanced the audio, made it sound the best as it could, and they made it sound look the best it ever has. Where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, that. Anyway, not much to see here. It's the same damn disc, which kind of disappointed me because I thought they were going to continue the tradition like with the other two DVDs, and unfortunately they didn't. Anyway, this is just an introduction. It's my first video. It's very long. I apologize, but know that the other disc reviews that I will be making will not be anywhere near this long. They're going to be individual films. I'm usually going to compare a good film with a bad film, or sorry, a good menu versus a bad menu. My collection is limited. If you have a Blu-ray disc and you want to mail it to me, you know, message me in the comments and I'll private message you back a P.O. box or something. But obviously after the fire, my Blu-ray collection, or DVD collection for that matter, went down to 0. So I have about 20 films I can review. And the next one I'm going to do is going to be, drumroll, Independence Day. One of the better Blu-ray menus that I have seen, as well as the DVD. But I don't have the DVD, so... Anyway, this is BSG TrekFan88. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and like the video, and donate, and do all the other stuff that major YouTubers beg you to do. See ya.